Send out that notification. And we're live. Thank you for joining us again for another Sunday afternoon mecha stream here at Sound Goblin Gaming. I am, as always, Bog Rider Josh.
I'm Shiv.
And I'm the Krampus.
And if any of us have coronavirus, we all have coronavirus, so fuck social distancing. We're going to be getting started today with the missions for Zeonic Front. So Zeonic Front here was a PS2 game, I want to say.
Sounds right.
That was basically all about stuff going on in the One-Year War from the perspective of a particular Zeon force known as the Midnight Fenrir. You never saw them before, but they were totally involved in all the important battles, like the California base and the invasion of Jaburo, and my OC was totally there, and he was awesome, and Char told him he was a cool guy.
Just like everyone was involved with California and Jaburo and
they were there at the Battle of Seattle where Garma died, and etc., etc.
Oh, okay, so this is even more excessive than usual.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And they were the ones defending when the last HLV launched into space for the Zeon, fleeing Earth, and then because they were like, well, shit, we're stuck down here, and the last HLV got blown up, and fuck it, we're going to go to Australia and fight. Yeah, Zeonic Front's kind of fucking ridiculous. We're not going to really see any new suits or anything during this. Pretty much all the suits they have are stuff we've seen before ostensibly. Now, there's some stuff that hasn't actually been deployed before outside of some of the unknowns, because this is the first place where we're going to see an actual Dom Funf. Because the ones we saw before were specifically for one of the special objective triggers, stuff like that.
Ah, Garrett Schmitzer.
Yes, Garrett Schmitzer.
But yeah, as a whole, Midnight Fenrir have a really cool emblem. Unfortunately, they're still Zeon, so they're Nazi shits.
Yeah.
Again, as usual, between streams, we did a little bit of grinding here and there, got a couple new suits into our forces. Nothing super major this time around, but you'll notice a few other suits running around that we didn't have before.
Yeah. Our ships are slightly higher level than they were last time.
Significantly higher level.
Our ships are our highest level units and characters.
As I recall, Bright is somewhere in the 40s.
Bright's low 40s, Mana's high 40s. Because their side had more XP boosts.
Turns out when you do the experience grind mission and pump XP boosts onto units, and then take out 9 of the big XP boost or XP drop Haro units at the same time, it jumps you 15 levels.
It's dumb as shit, is what it is.
Things get pretty goddamn stupid.
They're already at the point where even into decently high levels, like 1 for 1, you will basically kill one of the little Haros.
I'm sorry.
And get a level off of it, but then with XP boost, that just becomes insane.
Yeah. It's nutsos.
A lot of it we were doing was to A, get some levels on some suits so we could transfer them over, and B, get some of our other pilots caught up, because the various different cannon pilots we had.
Someone still refuses to get a useful skill, though.
Look, if you're hoping for a useful skill out of Abram, you keep hoping. But yeah, because a few of the canonical pilots we have that we recruited, a few missions in, are lagging behind in levels. Just because, for instance, Yazan doesn't tend to get a whole lot of kills. Things like that. Amuro was generally pretty fine and in line, but that's because Amuro is one of our most powerful pilots. So he gets a lot of
good suits.
Yeah, so he gets a lot of kills. But some of the other pilots have been lagging a bit behind, so we were trying to get them kind of caught up. And moving forward in the future, we'll probably do the same with any future canonical pilots we recruit, just to get them sort of caught up. Because we're getting to the point now where pretty soon I think we figured out it was 3 or 4 more sets to do before we get out of One-Year War, and then the actual stats on things we're facing are going to start ramping up, and we're no longer really going to be able to field level 1 pilots against them, no matter how good a suit they're in.
I mean, that's not entirely true. If we field level piles and unicorns, it's still going to make a mockery of
Oh, yeah.
Zeta.
But it will eventually level out because it'll just become too hard to hit. Oh, don't try and pay attention to the story of Zeonic Front. Like I said, it's stupid.
Okay. I was going to say.
Yes, the Midnight Fenrir are a special forces mobile suit team specifically organized by Cassilia Zabi for reasons.
Everybody else got a secret core. I wanted one too.
She already has one. She literally has the
I
special
want
service.
another one!
She literally runs the Xeon Secret Police. And the Xeon Intelligence Agency.
I want one with a cool haircut. She still didn't get her wish on that one, but...
Garrett Schmitzer here, by the way, is in command of the Midnight Fenrir unit, and is a war veteran who gets seriously injured during Operation British, and then comes back to service anyways for reasons.
Glory to the homeland, blah, 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 blah.
Moving on.
Something, something, pride of Xeon.
This is the Federation we're talking about. They're a bunch of pussies who will just surrender if we take a command base.
We believe that the Federation are going by the Ollie Ollie Oxen free rule. Whoa.
Agar.
That man owns a dual disc.
Yes, you get a number of amusing Federation forces they face off against over the course of Zeonic Front. Pay no attention to any of these characters. They're not of any real significance.
Ah, Agar the Horrible.
I mean, there was a crazy tank pilot who had the Angel of Death hovering over him that had no problem taking out Zaku's Type 61.
This is well before that.
Still happens.
Several months before that.
You failed to hit a stationary tank.
Let's see here. Zeonic Front. I'm checking to see if there's any weird missions in here, but I don't think so. Yeah, like Agar and Sakaki and all these guys will show up a few times, but nobody cares about them. They're not significant. Okay, so there are a few specific ones, but
Land battleship!
again, as usual, I'll keep
The
an eye
big
on these
tray.
in case they are something that's not normal.
Just the standard mission.
So like this one, for instance, in this pre-event thing on the main mission map, we want to have Nikki and Charlotte destroy all power generators, but again, it may be that may be the special circumstance anyways.
Ensign Whiny Man.
Now, notably, I do believe that these Zakus are technically unique in this game. These are specifically the Zaku 2 Midnight Fenrir types. So again, like most of the other slight variants, I think they have slight differences.
Yeah.
Even though, for the most part, they're really just Zaku 2s.
I'm guessing just based on their design that they're going to have shield punch as opposed to a heat axe or heat tomahawk. Let's see here in a second.
No, they still have the Heat
still
Hawk. Like, all their attacks are the same. And yeah, so we've got Zaku 1 early types, Midnight Fenrir as well.
Yeah.
I think they might have slightly different stats than a normal Zaku 2. I think their defense might be a little higher.
So let's have Nikki defeat the big
Yes,
tray?
have Nikki destroy the big tray. Yeah. Which, again, as usual, just means he has to be the one to do the final blow. He doesn't have to do all the damage to it. Otherwise, this mission would suck balls. I mean, notably, and of importance here, as long as we're talking about it, like, this particular mission is taking place before the Federation really had mobile suits.
Yeah.
So your biggest obstacle is a bunch of Type 61s, which, while not completely ignorable when you're running around in, like, Zaku 1 early types and Zaku 2s, are not exactly a grand challenge.
We'll be playing.
Now, notably, these Zaku Midnight Fenrir versions can be acquired on our own production list. Either they are a natural thing if you put any Midnight Fenrir pilot, except I think Garrett, into the normal type, so Zaku 1 early type or Zaku 2. Alternatively, run the appropriate type of base unit up against a hover truck. Apparently.
Sure.
And no, I cannot begin to tell you why Matt Austin is stuck in a Zaku 1 early type.
He knows what he did.
Stone Cold Mad Austin.
The rest of the team get Zaku 2s, and they're nice and fancy, and this guy's stuck here in a fucking Zaku 1. They repainted green rather than leaving it in its normal yellow color.
To be fair, a lot of them were green and blue.
This was an early type. This is basically a fucking Zaku worker that they repainted.
Oh god, it's got like the side-mounted weird, like the tiny version of the machine gun.
Yeah. No, it's a Zaku 1 early type. It is literally a Zaku worker they repurposed into a combat suit.
Oh, I got the Type 61s.
Look, man, Zaku, you know, the noble Zaku beat out the Zuda, so it must be amazing.
I mean, it doesn't shake itself apart if it moves at full speed for more than 3 seconds, so it's got that going for it.
That's true. That's Zaku 1, so it's got that nifty like
It
shoulder
beat out
for
the
shoulder
Zuda
ramming
E4.
people.
Now the E10 totally going to destroy it. Much better stats.
Oh, sure.
It's 3 higher.
6 higher, actually.
For those of you who might be hearing kind of a grinding noise in the background, for once that's not Krampus snoring, somebody's outside doing weed whacking.
Why does our battleship look like a slug? Don't ask questions.
The big tray.
Yep. I mean, this is a big tray. It's not the big tray.
Yes, I know.
They just it's one of that same kind of land battleship, and rather than having it just be a generic name, the one that they use in this is just always called Big Tray. Although, given the bullshit they pull in Zeonic Front, I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, yeah, no, totally, Nicky Roberts got in a fist fight with the Big Tray and won.
Nicky Roberts hopped out his mobile suit and pants General Rebel and ran to run away.
I heard that Nicky Roberts gave Garma Ligma. He died from it.
Just do all kinds of fucking nonsense in Zeonic Front, where Midnight Fenrir were involved in every significant Earth battle in the Western Hemisphere. And then went to Australia.
I love that Agar clearly came from another anime or a JRPG or something with hair like that.
Look, he's the protagonist of the Federation side of Zeonic Front that doesn't actually exist.
It's a damn shame too, because I would have liked to see things at the opposite end and get to pilot the Mudrock.
Yep.
I just love that Agar has a big case of protagonist hair without actually being the protagonist.
Yep.
So all I know about Agar is that he joined the Titans, but also is principled enough to leave them.
That's okay. Prevailing fan theory is that Midnight Fenrir, after surviving their adventures in Australia, stuck around on Earth and helped Anna Delgado.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's never actually explicitly stated at the end of Zeonic Front whether they all died or whether they survived all the stuff that happened in Australia. But the prevailing fan theory is that they survived the end of the events of Zeonic Front, and then they're around and they're some of the Earth forces that helped out Anna Delgado.
Sure, why
Ugh.
not? They're already everywhere else.
Could have had, some self-respect and not supported the man who was a Zodist.
Are you kidding me? They all work directly for Cassilia.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're a
God.
special forces
Midnight
team
Fenrir is
trained
literally
by
a special
Cassilia.
mobile suit team organized by Cassilia.
So they never have a "Are we the baddies?"
No.
moment.
No, they are the baddies. They just don't realize it.
Midnight Fenrir aren't. They're working for the person who runs the SS.
So you missed the intro speech to this whole thing where Garrett Schmitzer, the guy in charge of Midnight Fenrir, literally goes, "Yeah, we're just gonna go capture a command base. The Federation are all such a bunch of fucking cowards. They'll clearly give up if we just do that."
To be fair, they captured the Big Tray and the Confederation gave up.
Yeah,
They weren't wrong in this regard.
but no, Garrett Schmitzer is just like, no, we're clearly in the right. The Federation are a bunch of assholes. Like
the only reason this war is still going on is because that pansy General Rebel decided to fight back.
yeah, the Federation are being resistant to our clearly righteous goal. Zeon has never done anything wrong. This, by the way, is from a man who was literally injured in events surrounding Operation British. And is still like, no, we're clearly in the right.
No, they're 100% drinking the Kool-Aid.
Wait, guys, you're still. You do realize you're working for Girin, the Master Race Zombie. The one who, I like the way this Hitler sounds.
Now, they're working for Cassilia. What do you mean, secret police, Zabi?
Sorry, no, it's the Special Service, but we're not changing the actual initials in any
Yeah.
way.
What? Why would we operate secretly?
It's true.
Who's going to argue?
Give them
Them? Oh, look, they're
dead.
disappeared now.
Give them snazzy black uniforms. You know, if there's one thing I'd love to see, it would be a game or anime adaptation of the plot to assassinate Giran, which is about actual like good Xeon people who.
It is literally Gundam Project Valkyrie.
Well, yeah, no, it's again,
Like literally.
The title is literally just swapping out Giran for the plot to assassinate
Hitler. Yeah. No, it's brilliant.
No, I actually really like the plot to assassinate Giran. Also because, again, it doesn't try to have any sort of, like, kowtowing to actual horrible people in the course of writing protagonists.
Yeah. No, literally everyone involved in the plot to assassinate Giran is like, listen, we're going to acknowledge real quick that we're bad,
Yeah.
but we're not that bad.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
I mean, I think it'd be great to have...
We're not really big fans of how the Earth is treating us, but whoa boy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I mean, considering the Origin OVA did a good job of introducing internal strife and within the Xeon hierarchy, like at least in terms of like shit got bad, and the colony people were dealing with multiple mixed loyalties to the zombies and the Rawls and all that crap.
Yeah, like there's a whole thing about like there are a number of noble families of Xeon who are just like, I mean, I guess we'll follow the zombies because they managed to do it, but we really don't like them. They were assholes before, and they're still assholes now.
I'm just saying, with the Origin, like, Sunrise, hear me out. Go forward from the tone you set with the Origin and write a similar, like, the plot to assassinate Gira, which I think also is not very mobile suit heavy, like
No.
the Origin. The Origin proves they could totally do a not mobile suit heavy.
Yeah, no, plot to
political
assassinate Giran is primarily political intrigue. It's not...
Yeah.
I mean, there is a military ace involved and a little bit of combat. I forget the guy's name, but it was another one of those like noble aces who, unlike noble aces that are based on Rommel, actually actively is like fighting to assassinate his leader.
Yeah.
I need to look into it more. I've only read bits and pieces. It also has a bit of the. I believe there's also like a bit of corporate stuff going on too, because one of the main characters is the heir to the Xeonic fortune and a few
Yeah.
other things.
Yeah, there's some of that stuff as well. But no, this is like, if I'm being real, like, actual gameplay-wise, Xeonic Front is not a bad game.
No,
like,
Xeonic-
gameplay-wise, the story just feels fucking gross.
Yeah.
Because you are playing straight-up hardcore zombieists.
Yeah.
It's not Gundam Crossfire.
No, that's just miserable to play.
I don't know enough about Crossfire to care. I don't care enough.
You're
about
better off
Crossfire to know.
for it.
Crossfire, you'll get caught.
Gundam Crossfire was a game that when I worked at Game Crazy, I actively stopped people from buying.
It's one of those things.
And got angry at my boss when he sold it to
It was a
someone.
launch title, wasn't it? Like,
Yes.
It was.
I think that was like its sole like.
Yeah, it was like a
selling point.
PS3 launch
PS3
It was
title.
like,
launch
here's a
title.
PS3, and holy crap, it's launching with a Gundam game. No, people should have stayed.
And whoop. It was a bad gun. Like, there have been bad Gundam games.
Yeah.
This was a bad Gundam game. Like, it is commonly considered one of, if not the single worst Gundam games ever made.
It just
like,
does-
it's really bad.
It's also just utterly forgettable. It doesn't help that it was literally just like, I think they were coasting by on goodwill built up from, because the PS2 era did have some Gundam games.
PS2 had some decent ones, actually.
Some were shit. The two that stand out as like well remembered to me in terms of like action games that weren't like explicitly like a G-Gen game or something were that got released over here were definitely Xeonic Fronts, the one people cite as being actually fun to play.
Yeah.
And Encounters in Space.
Counter
the
in
other
Space was also pretty decent. But yeah. Like, again, gameplay-wise, there was nothing wrong with Xeonic Front. It's just, you have to take a shower after playing, because
Yeah.
you are playing unrepentant bad guys. Like,
Yeah.
I did the previous text, they said his name different.
yeah,
Lieutenant
Iger.
Iger.
And Ager.
I believe officially for the U.S. release it was Iger, like E-I-G-E-R.
Then pick one.
I can take a look.
I can tell you right now, his current official romanization is the one they're using, and didn't actually call him. It is. It bothers me because
agar is a term in biology for like
Yes.
like a cell growth medium, and I'm just like it bothers me every time. Like I'm just thinking of that kelp agar. That they
This
put
is just
into
like
those
Merritt, who has
Uh,
the name spelled
Okay,
differently.
looking up on the actual Wikipedia article, they have them as Agar.
Yeah,
with
A-
AGAR. So
A-
they may have
Agar is-
used that.
Agar is the official one. Yes.
Yes, it's just saying it wrong in the text. It's the same thing as Merritt Sanguines.
Oh no, it's Merit Segments is way worse.
Where you have a character whose name is spelled one way on the character and a different way on the mobile
Unique
suit.
suit, yes. 'Cause
So Agar saw the gravity from as well and watched that insane tank commander.
No, because the tank got wiped out. It didn't take out a single Zaku.
They did.
no,
No,
Agar.
Oh, Agar. Oh, okay.
Yeah, their Type 61s did nothing.
That's true. I'm just saying, Agar was like, but they can go toe to toe with the right tactics. I'm like, yeah, you also need a crazy, laughing, mad genius.
Okay, also in fairness, that part of Gravity Front has not happened for a few months after this.
That is true.
Because this is California base.
And that guy also got less kills than the man on foot.
Yeah, did get less. Man on Foot got 13.
That's because that man on foot was out of his fucking mind.
True. Which they're like, yeah, you guys need to set up out of like.
He literally ran up carrying the mortar on foot, planted it 3 feet in front of a Zaku,
Got the job done.
got it, tricked it into falling into Chekhov's hole,
Yeah.
Chekhov's quarry pit, and then shot it in the face.
Oh, but he wasn't prepared for counter Chekhov's hole, where they managed to bury a Zaku underground, apparently.
Sat there patiently waiting while they took out the other 2 members of
To
his
which his
squad.
response was more,
Draw a pistol.
there were 3 of them. Draw pistol, keep firing at it. No, that man was great.
Yes. No. Again, pretty much all the actual pilots from Igloo 2 are amazing, which makes it even more upsetting that they don't have any of the Igloo 2
2
stuff
stuff.
in
You say
here.
pilots, but neither of them are pilots. So
There's
far.
Tank's a
pilot.
pilot. Well, okay,
No,
gunner,
no,
but
gunner.
yeah.
He's a gunner.
He's the tank gunner
There's a gu-
specifically.
There's one pilot, one gunner, and an insane fucker on his feet.
Yeah, but like that's
Yeah.
the thing is it actually does upset me mildly having now seen all of Igloo 2 because I'd never actually seen Igloo 2 before.
Yeah.
Having now seen all of it, it actually upsets me that this game only includes Igloo 1. It doesn't have the
Because
Igloo
I'm like,
2
Igloo...
stuff.
And that's the other thing, too, is like, you could do one scenario for each character from Igloo 2, because they're only single-episode characters.
I mean, they did one scenario for each.
The only
Igloo,
thing I could foresee being difficult is doing the anti-MS squad, specifically because there really isn't stuff in this game
You'd
for
have
doing
to skip
non-suits.
the anti-MS squad, but you could easily do the Type
Yeah,
61.
you could do the
mission.
Type 61
You could
dude,
do
and
the
you could do
assault
the assault
gun
gun
tank.
tank.
in
Like, the
the
assault gun tank's in here.
That's shit. Yeah, they could have done 2 more scenarios using Igloo 2.
Yeah.
Because Igloo 1, yes, has a contiguous story for 6 episodes, but, like, Igloo 2, in many ways, was just better.
Switch seats.
Yeah.
As it just did one-off episodes with doomed protagonists.
Okay, so that does make
Just keep an eye and peek at OBS every once in a while to see if we're dropping any frames. Because again, heads up on this one, we may have to switch at some point. We're currently actually running off the Wi-Fi just because of various considerations having been made for work at home situations. But it's being relatively stable, and we've done it before, and it's been mostly stable. We're just keeping an eye on it now. If it starts dropping frames, we'll have to take a quick pause and swap it out. We haven't dropped a single frame yet, so.
Fine, Spider-Man.
So I did look up something. Zeonic Front was created by Bandai, which kind of explains the character design for Agar and for Nikki, because Bandai is primarily known for doing adaptations of anime into games. Even back then.
Bandai makes Gundam.
No.
Yes,
Bandai
but-
owns Gundam.
Yeah, Bandai owns Gundam, and it's made by Sunrise. Pretty much all the Gundam games are made by Bandai. Like, that's the thing. Like, Bandai has always been the one making Gundam games.
Okay, and I got nothing for why this particular protagonist and antagonist duo went into weird hairstyles
I
compared
mean, whoever
to more...
was doing character designs for the series, they're definitely You get more traditional anime style designers for games for characters as opposed to the anime. So, which UC actually makes an effort to.
I
stay
mean,
fairly
I
consistent.
honestly don't really feel like Nikki and Agar are really all that out there for a lot of Gundam designs.
No, it's just mostly Agar's hair.
Yeah.
even then.
I mean, Agar honestly looks like Shiro Amada with some hair gel.
Pretty much.
Just commenting on how comical that hair is, though. But no, most UC Gundam tends to hover around that 0083 era design, and occasionally go back to the old Yas style from the original series.
Yeah.
Only occasionally deviate. I think Thunderbolt is the biggest character design deviation they've done in a long time.
Pretty
in the main
much.
series. Yeah, if we're talking UC here, AUs can go wherever the hell they want.
Yeah, like I don't know who did the actual character designs for Zeonic Front, but they were doing it pretty much in the normal Gundam style, really. Like, none of these characters look all that outlandish. Nikki and Agar are a little bit different, but not significantly so.
I think it's just because they stand out more than the others, where it's
I mean,
kind of like, look at that hair.
I mean, admittedly, I would say Nikki and Agar look like they would fit in maybe a little bit better in like an AU rather than UC stuff, but they don't look outlandish for Gundam character designs in general.
Oh, no. They're just notable in being like...
What's up?
Did we change the game?
The title shows up differently on there.
Okay.
I checked to make sure. I edited the stream info, it just didn't update on the bottom bar for whatever reason, but I
Got
checked
it.
on the Twitch app and it's got the correct stuff.
Wouldn't want anyone coming here expecting enchanted arms and being pleased.
I don't know. We did get that one guy the one time you guys were playing that like speed runs Enchanted Arms or whatever.
It was like the first or second session.
Something like that.
We had like 2 or 3 different people in the.
Well, Vorton was with us almost all of yesterday,
Yeah,
and then we
Vorton
had
was
another
with-
guy pop in for a little
Yeah.
bit. Vorton was with us for the awful scene.
Gonna have to narrow that down. I've experienced most of Enchanted Arms before. I assure you, there's more than one.
There comes a point once you get to
The outskirts of Kyoto
City, where you get a shot of the who I'm presuming is the Emperor of
Okay.
Kyoto City,
The shows
Yeah.
of Kyoto, yeah.
voiced by Jala.
Yes.
And they do like the driest,
Yeah.
most terrible
Yes.
joke.
No.
And then explain
I know.
it 3
Yes, I
times
know
in a
which
row.
one you're talking. Yes.
My brain shut off. I think I had an aneurysm.
You're not laughing. Clearly, you didn't understand the joke. Hold on, I'll explain it.
Oh, my mouth really is 3 ways. I'm sorry, my brain shut down there for a moment.
Where are we now?
Attacking California.
Yeah, this is the assault on California base.
That's right. That's a big part of Zeonic Front.
Well, Zeonic Front hits a lot of different spots. That was the thing I was talking about earlier, where it's like Midnight Fender. Despite you never having heard of them before or seen them anywhere, have been involved in all the important battles. They were in California base, they were at the Battle of Seattle, they were in the assault on Jaburo.
Well, you can at least safely say those are all in the same, like, Western Hemisphere.
And then after they nobly sacrificed themselves to defend the last HLV leaving Earth during the Zeon's fleeing from the Earth to go back and to take the battle into space. When they all survived and they saw the last HLV get blown up, then they were like, fuck it, let's go to Australia.
The White Dingoes, and then had a no. If only.
No, I don't believe they actually encountered the White Dingoes in Australia.
That would be just like quite the matchup.
But it really is. Like, there's a lot of this, the Midnight Fenrir stuff, which just legitimately feels like, this is my OC, and Shar said he was a really cool guy, and he was best friends with Garma, and...
Meanwhile, Johnny Ridden is like...
Oh, and he was there when Operation British happened, and...
Meanwhile, Johnny Ridden, as a character who was conceived in the 80s...
Okay, yeah, so it is the regular challenge.
...is mimetically overlooked, and actual canon throws his hands up and goes, really, guys? Really? These guys are getting a game before me?
Okay, admittedly, I find it amusing that they literally lampshaded that by in-universe nobody pays attention to Johnny Ridden, despite him being an actual verified Xeon ace.
Yeah, like a good
Like,
one.
he actually is an amazingly good mobile suit pilot who has dozens of confirmed kills and is, if anything, probably a more reliable pilot than Char,
I'm just-
but everybody completely overlooks him.
I'm just gonna say, like, if any game was going to reference Johnny Ridden in some way, like, Zionic Front, people here who are working with Cassilia's forces should at least, like, it would have been nice to have a shout-out to the member of Cassilia's Chimera Corps, who's, like, the most famous of them all.
Yes.
Johnny.
Oh, yes,
fucking
there you
Ridden.
go. There's another one, by the way, of Cassilia's own forces. She has the Chimera Corps.
Yeah.
Like, earlier, Krams was commenting, he was like, I want to have my own special forces. Everyone else is... Cassilia has, like, 5.
No, she's got the special service.
She's got the special service, she's got Midnight Fenrir, she's got Xeon Intelligence.
Yeah, basically, her biggest mobile suit force that is, like, really important, though, is the Chimera Corps.
Yeah, there's the Chimera Corps. There's Cassilia's Forces, which is sort of a vague thing, which sometimes refers to the Special Service, but sometimes is an entirely independent unit.
To keep it simple, I just use that interchangeably with the Special Service. They're kind
It
of...
usually is, but there are definitely times where they are specifically referred to Cassilia's Forces as a separate unit from... here's the Delta Chi,
Yep.
the Nitro system. Yeah, so this is one of our new ones.
This is non-canon as shit, shouts the tank commander.
Oh, it's beautiful. We have the Delta Chi and the Gundam Delta both out here.
I'm just saying, like, both of those are non-canon as shit.
Oh, yeah.
If only because, like, they never made them work in the first place. It was just the
Yeah, we have the
Plus.
Delta Chi, we have the Delta Gundam, and we have, I think, what is the version of the Hyakushiki we're currently running? I think it's just the base Hyakushiki, because we already went through the Kai custom, the Kai custom and the Kai.
Did you get the land combat type one?
I don't know if they actually have that.
It was just the standard Hakushiki now.
If you're able to get the land combat type, that'd be pretty great to stick my mass-produced character in.
There is the Hyakushiki MP, but I don't know if they actually have specifically the land combat.
That's like, what if we got the Hyakushiki and beefed it up as much as possible?
Hyakushiki Kai, Hyakushiki Kai MP. Yeah, so those are the only... And then there's the full armor.
That's annoying. The land combat type's pretty cool.
Look, they already had like 5 Hyakushikis in the fucking game.
We demand more!
We also have the Saikoro Gundam now, which we will show in just a moment here.
Oh, boy.
I'm getting some weird reports out of the Fenrir Corps. They're saying that a giant dice with a Gundam head showed up. God, I hate the Fenrir Corps.
Did we put drugs in their water supply again? No, they're sober.
Yeah,
What?
here it is. This is the land combat type.
Oh, it popped up a
That's
thing.
a warning.
Oh,
Or a pop-up.
oh, that's annoying. Stop that. I was just... Ugh. Here.
Who wanted this pop-up?
Jesus Christ, GundamFandom.com, what are you doing?
No, the Yakushiki land combat type does look cool, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, they don't. That is not in here. I know what it is.
This one is actually canon, though. They built 2 of them for Karaba.
You act like it being canon matters a shit to this game.
It's true.
We just deployed the Saikoro Gundam.
I need my Hakashikis.
We literally have 2 non-existent units on the same team right now.
The Delta Gundam Kai did exist in
Don't
that...
the other units have to destroy the generators?
They have to
They have to destroy it.
Now.
Again, they have to deal the final blow. They do not, in fact, have to deal all the damage. Otherwise, we'd be here till next week.
Ooh, you guys have the Mark IV.
Yes, we do have the Mark IV presently.
That shitty red-headed stepchild of the Gundam Mark series.
Yes, the Mark IV, otherwise known as... Well, I mean, this has to exist, because there's canonically a Mark III and a Mark V. What the fuck is this?
So they
They invented a Mark IV.
specifically for the G-Gen games.
Yes.
It's kind of, yeah. And the Mark V looks radically different from everything before it, so we're going to build one that looks like you kind of had a baby between the normal
Yeah,
Gundams.
create sort of that missing link.
Yeah. Oh no. He said the words.
Oh, that's fine. We'll get there.
We're 2 scenarios.
Yes,
away
2
from-
scenarios away, because after this is Space Beyond the Blaze, and then Missing Link.
I was gonna say, he said the words, oh no, Hades is coming.
Oh, we already had the Totus Ritter going through here.
Oh, okay.
We had the Pale Rider and the Totus Ritter on our team already.
Okay, we cannot deploy this thing down here, apparently.
Well, it's water.
Trying to deploy the Big Zam.
Remember, the Big Zam is space and ground only. It can't deploy on water.
Very true.
And it's definitely not SFS capable.
I don't know.
What if you put 2 SFSs, one under each foot?
Are
You
you?
have to move the ship up a little bit, basically.
So basically, you're saying we should just turn the Big Zam into the Obsolescence, because that's all you're really saying. What is the Obsolescence if not a floating Big Zam?
Well, we turned the Obsolus into the Big Zam, actually.
Okay. Well.
That was the path. We went Obsolus, Obsolus 2, Obsolus 3 into the Big Zam.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like,
Because apparently the Big Zam is an improvement on the Obsolus 3 somehow.
Gideus is just spinning in his grave. Had problems with the flight system. Problems with the flight. They gave it legs. How did they just solve it so handily by giving it giant legs?
Yeah, here's the TR1 Hazel full armor type. This is an actual development line suit for all that stupid nonsense we have from the DLC.
Yep.
I was gonna say, like, that's one of the more grounded things to come out of AOC.
Yes, no, so that you actually have the whole, like, TR1 line that you can develop into.
Sure.
And they're all pretty reasonable, but then you have all the ridiculous shit is the DLC stuff that you get from AOZ.
Once you get past your TR1s and TR2s, then AOZ goes insane. Underwater shotgun blasts.
I do like that the shotgun attack for it is the, like, flying super close to the ground
Yes.
Yeah.
shotgun animation.
No. No,
Oh, yeah, so we've got the Comfort now.
Comfort's got a great attack style.
Yep.
We've got a Gym 2 Semi-Striker,
Ooh, semi-striker.
which, ironically, we developed into from the Gym Striker.
Well, I think that's because the Gym Striker was a Gym 1 based frame. The
Yes.
Semi-Striker is a converted Gym 2.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which is better.
I think in this one, technically, the Striker is considered better. It was technically a downgrade to do it, but we were doing it to fill in holes.
Good old twin beam spear. Yeah, I think that's also.
Just to be horrifying, we put Haman in the Banshee Norn.
The Banshee Norn,
Oh
yes.
boy.
Just does. Fuck you, that's why.
No, I think you are right though. The Striker would be slightly better than the Semi-Striker. The Semi-Striker was a weird side
It's because it was sort of
clutch.
clutched together to make it work, whereas the Striker was actually designed that way.
Yeah, no. The Gym 2 Semi-Striker was, oh boy, hit him right in the bridge. But they're okay. No, the Semi-Striker was literally, we have a Gym 2 and some parts from the Striker.
Basically.
Wait, we're not supposed to destroy submarines? None of my goals say don't blow up submarines.
I don't know, I wasn't... Oh, apparently not.
Apparently, okay, don't blow up the submarines. Despite me having a sortie point for a ship in between all the submarines. Got it. Yep. Fuck you, game.
So we may also want to consider putting the carry base on this side, since
Yeah.
the Big Zam can't deploy on the water side.
Big Zam. Da 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 da. Big Zam.
And the important question there is, you say nothing said that. Did you actually check your actual things, not the event conditions? Lost conditions destroyed. Yeah.
You win this round.
We're going to destroy those submarines. Oh no, the submarines! What? Why are they marked as enemies then? I think, by the way, the intention is that we're planning to capture the submarines.
Whatever. It's a coward.
I only vaguely remember the actual plot of Zeonic Front, because again, it's terrible. Big Zam!
Something California base is the most notable thing I remember.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they fight the Mudrock.
Yeah.
Yes, they fight the Mudrock. You know, that other Gundam that was in Jabra.
Yeah. Totally there. Don't mind us.
I just feel bad for that tank now.
I don't. Big stompy boy.
You still got Carnage Sod in there, just so you know.
Yes, that's being done for dinner tonight.
Okay, well, it's still good. Just making sure.
Yep.
Yes. Turns out reading mission briefings is important. I mean, I will grant you, it seems dumb to me that those things are marked as enemies, but you're not supposed to destroy them.
March as enemies, you're not supposed to destroy them. You have a deployment point literally
The middle of
directly
them,
adjacent
yeah.
to them. What's the point of the Stormfrost?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Stat-wise, I mean, it has
It's more powerful at specifically range 2 than the shotgun.
yes, it's just like, it gives me a range 2 equivalent to the giant bazooka.
Basically,
Yeah,
that's
that's it.
Yeah.
There's your point. You've solved it.
it's a disposable rocket. It does work at a closer range than the bazooka.
I think it's just more for accuracy to the Kempfer than for any kind of gameplay reason.
Yeah, I mean, they gave it the Sturmfaust because
It
the
has
Kemper has a
Sturmfaust.
Sturmfaust.
There.
And it just so happens that, like, for a lot of these, when they have, like, the same kind of stuff, like, a lot of units that use the same equipment, they have the same stats on that equipment across units.
Yeah.
So, in this instance, it's like the Sturmfaust has these stats because that's the stats of the Sturmfaust. It just also happens to have the giant bazooka, which also has these stats because that's the stats of the giant bazooka.
I think the other issue, too, is, like, the Comfer in particular is completely loaded out with weaponry, whereas, like, another suit might have reason to carry a Sturmfaust, but not be able to lug a giant bazooka around
Yeah.
everywhere. Whereas the Comfer is specifically designed
Yes,
to be
Comfer
able
does
to
have
carry
both.
double
Like,
bazookas.
I know the
Sturmfaust.
Comfer has both. It was just like, all this is the same exact stats, except
Nope.
the different range bands.
No, in universe, the Comfer was used specifically for big, massive shock and awe hit and run attacks. So his idea is give it as many weapons as possible, even if some of those are Sturmfausts. Once you've expended everything else, and just unload and
Once
leave.
you've expended your 2 bazookas and your 2 shotguns,
You've got a couple of Sturmfausts.
and a couple of Sturmfausts.
Yeah, no. I think the design goal of the Comfer is how many weapons can it carry? Well, we're out of bazooka space.
All.
Give it some more. Give it some of those disposable.
Oh yeah, here's
rockets.
here's the S Gundam,
the S Gundam.
which we put Char in because it amuses us to
It's
continue
got
putting
the
Char in
head
it.
incom system.
Doesn't look like they applied it in
Oh.
essence.
That's annoying.
Yeah, has the Alice system.
Yes.
Beam Smart Gun.
It amuses us to continue putting Char in Gundams.
I would love to see the S Gundam's animation if you get around
I have
to
to,
it.
I
Well,
have to,
we-
I have to attack something
yeah.
that isn't the...
There's no animation when you attack stuff that's like buildings because they don't
Gotcha.
have
Just
animation for
because
those.
the S
but
Gundam is one of those massively overcomplicated Gundams, so
we will eventually attack a Type 61 with it to
Yeah,
amuse
there weren't any
ourselves.
Type 61s in range for me to shoot. Next turn.
Yeah.
I was curious if they had the head incom only because, like, the S Gundam has so many goddamn incoms.
It might be something that it does when you use the Alice system, because in this game, the Alice system is basically just fire every weapon you have.
Oh god. We're fucked. They brought the Psychordo.
Give it the Psychomu missiles!
Oh no, disintegration bombs!
It does weird me out
out that they
I
just
love it
did-
so much.
Only a new type can wield
Gotta
such a
use
deadly
the
weapon.
gotta use the fucking beam cannon on the next one. It's
The beam
beautiful.
cannon, you say?
It does
Fucking
weird me
beautiful.
out.
I love it so much.
It does weird me out that the Romanization has completely destroyed the pun by not actually spelling Psychoro with a PSY.
Yeah.
But, I mean, come on. The stupidest unit.
Alright, you see that tank that's down there? You
Tackle that motherfucker. That's right.
It's just some bullshit diner said, Psychoro and Psycho sound similar.
Your number is up, motherfucker.
Oh, craps!
Oh, juke! Of course it does a drill spin.
Yep.
This is too stupid even.
Behold the power of the Psychoro Gundam.
Oh. Oh, fuck me. Oh, yeah, we've got the Gerbera Tetra Custom over here. It's certainly not a Gundam.
Oh, right. The Gerbera Tetra Custom, which is just the Gerbera Tetra, but looking more like its underlying base unit.
Yeah. Yes, the Gerbera Tetra, which was certainly not being developed as a Gundam until we decided to sell it to Xeon.
I saw Yazan's evil face in the corner there.
Are you
Yep.
saying that Yazan Gable didn't have a Gerbera Tetra Custom?
It suits him, oddly enough.
Next, you're going to be telling me we didn't attach a Psycho Gundam head to a dice. And that's just nonsense.
Again, that is the other thing. It continues to amuse us to put Yazan Gable in horribly overpowered suits.
Oh, is that the Rigazi custom you got?
Yes,
there?
we got the Rigazi Custom, we got a Delta Kai,
That's our good old
Shattery Repaired, which is basically the end of its development line.
Yeah. It's also one of the few things with enough range and tact to actually hit things still.
Yes.
We'll leave a couple tanks.
It's weird that that's.
I would move the Kshatriya up and take a shot at that the southern generator on that side, because that's...
It's already been damaged.
Oh, it's already been damaged,
Yeah.
okay. It's been damaged, it's just not down to...
Correct.
Not down
Sparking.
to- yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't trust the Kshatriya
Not to destroy it, yeah.
So.
No, I get that. I thought we hadn't swung at that one yet.
Everyone's been hit. Just the bottom two haven't been hit hard enough to spark.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sparking rocket.
Get your giant ass back in the thing.
Psychoro Gundam.
It's attack animations filled me with joy.
It's so fucking dumb. It's an absolute thing of beauty.
fucking Gazelle.
Yep.
Yeah, because we already went through the rest when we had the Gazar into the Gazelle.
So now we need to go back into the.
Gotta go back into the... God, which one was it?
It's back into the some things we can go into the Gal Milk.
Back into the Regelgu, I think.
Ah,
that gets us
right.
into the game Hulk.
The Regelgu. Otherwise known as Gelgu Warcraft Shoulder Pad Edition.
Yes. But yes, we had to go through that whole cycle so we could unlock the twins and then never use them because they're not good pilots.
It's not close enough for Alice, so we'll just beam smart gun.
Beam Smart Gun. Oh, it's the EXS.
No.
Oh, just the S.
No, it's just the S.
Oh,
It will turn into the EXS.
sorry. The SD style makes it look a little beefier.
Yes. No. If you think this looks beefy, wait until we get the actual XS.
It's a shame the Beam Smart Gun does not do the bendiness.
The XS looks like a
No, it
fucking
doesn't
brick
show
with a
the,
Gundam
like,
head on it.
the bendy shot, but
No, it doesn't for the actual smart gun on the Banshee, the original one.
Yeah.
But I guess, like, if it was doing an all-range attack with NCOMs, it would be able to bend it.
it has sniping.
Ah,
Yes.
Wow, nice.
Yes, that's the sniping map attack.
Yeah. So I do have map attack.
All I know about the S and the XS is that it had by far the most absurdly powerful beam rifle for its era.
Yes, it had they're huge mobile suits.
Yes.
Comparatively.
Okay, sorry. The
And-
most absurdly powerful one that was not, like, the frickin' Thaws cannon.
Well, yeah. It had the most powerful, like, standard, held weaponry.
Yes. That also has, like, crazy weird bendy beam.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a smart gun you put reflectors, or it's a gun you put reflectors inside of, so you can change the,
Yeah.
Firing angle.
Like the smart gun when fired can exit the barrel within, like, I think, like a 15-degree, like, cone.
Something like that.
Like, it can basically change the angle it leaves the barrel at, and if you've got incoms to reflect it further, you can just make it bounce around them and wrap and shit, and do weird things. Kind of like how the Psycho Gundam Mark II and other things had reflector incoms.
yeah.
And the Shamblu.
The sham. Alright, everyone, you had your fun. Get back in the bus.
Yeah.
Everybody
have
get
to
on
wait-
the bus.
We have to wait for these two off
Most,
to actually
most,
do their
most
damn
of you
job.
literally deployed to go stand on the dock and do nothing.
Yep.
How are we all fitting aboard the White Base?
Don't ask questions.
Hammer space, don't ask
Magic
questions.
space magic.
The Psychoro Gundam just raises so many questions.
New type adaptability. Only a new type has the precision to Tetris robots in that precisely.
Look, understand. Psychoro Gundam is itself a hammer space cube.
Stop trying to attack the white base, you fools.
You fools don't throw away your lives. I do like that that your ship has now.
Yes. The Xanathar is the earliest thing we get besides the white base. That has 2 hangar slots
And was both space and
and-
ground capable.
I just really like the Zanzibar. It looks like a weird ass.
I mean, as soon as we have the availability to do so, we're going to start getting the other stuff based off of, like, the white base style.
Yeah, because the Argama, the Nail Argama
I
are in here.
think the Thoroughbred is as well, actually.
I'm just disappointed now, Charlotte.
Because after you mentioned it, I was looking back through it, and I think they do actually have the Thoroughbred.
It's basically just the green white base.
Yeah.
That's the main difference. A slightly different version of white base with some slightly different equipment, and it's green.
I think in my particular playthrough, I didn't worry about it too much, because I had actually gotten the extra hangar mod, so I could use whatever I wanted. And so by the time I actually got the Thoroughbred, it was just kind of like, eh.
Yeah, if you're doing Place Beyond the Blaze, it's definitely got the Thoroughbred as its main thing for where the 2 Gundams there would be.
Yeah, it's just a matter of whether or not it's actually an unlockable
Yes.
warship.
But considering how long it must have taken to get the white base, like, the Thoroughbred is not that materially different a ship.
No, I mean, the white
It
base is
didn't
just a
actually take
tank.
that long. We literally just make sure to kill a bunch of dops with it in one mission,
true.
essentially. Because, again, pretty much all this stuff is just based off of get gauge, which is just basically if it's a guest unit, you use instead of gaining experience, it gets get gauge. So it was just a matter of basically gaming a particular mission so that the majority of the kills went to white base until we maxed out the get gauge.
It just takes a while because you can't press turn with the warship,
Yeah.
so...
And also, the guest warships do not get sufficiently large group attacks.
no.
I don't remember if they
I
get
don't
group
even-
attacks
I don't
at
think
all,
they
but
get
even if they
group
do,
attacks.
it would be with the units assigned to them, which at most is like 3 usually, so...
I'm pretty sure they don't actually get group attacks for the
Yeah, I'm
last
pretty sure
ones.
that's only on ours.
Kill Steel.
historic moment. You blew up a bunch of generators.
All generators successfully destroyed.
Woo!
Spare generators.
We will get a bronze modification for that as well.
Oh, for doing the
Yeah.
generator destruction.
Yep. Oh no, more Type 61s. Whatever will we do?
Lieutenant Iger, please get on so you can be in the next location to go fight as well.
Launching.
Is it though? Is it really?
I mean, it is. It's just effectively the equivalent of,
Attack helicopters!
Yep, and now we don't give a shit who destroys what, so. Go nuts.
This is the
We still can't destroy subs, but we don't care who destroys the rest of these
the things
generators.
you're participating in. It's like, ah, yes, Bright Noah's attack on California base.
Yep.
You don't remember that happened in Gundam history?
Look, man, the closest we get is Unicorn, where Bright raided Cheyenne military complex because the Federation wouldn't stop being idiots. Helicopters? Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're trying to hit a massive warship, and it dodged you.
Yep.
You, a nimble little attack helicopter.
Hey, have you seen how those things turn?
Yeah, it's true. Only an igloo, though. They're banking and drifting and...
I don't know what we were doing, Zaka. I think it's Flames levels.
I believe so. Yeah, needs to get level 5.
Yeah, show the costume.
There we go.
Oh yeah, just leaves. Sure.
I mean, it's some pittance of money. Like, the fuck else are we gonna do with them? They're not worth any experience either, like...
Tis true. That's disappointing. It goes on. bad tank. You leave Bright alone. He's supercharged.
Now you've made him angry. There are technically 2 Midnight Fenrir units over here. They are not necessary in the slightest.
Sure, that's a choice. Do this on every unit we have.
Hurry up, we've only got 6 turns left to destroy all those generators. If you think that's a problem, you clearly have not been paying attention.
Back here. Can't fire funnel this in the water.
Nope.
Nope.
Aha, see, finally, underwater comes to shine.
5 turns, yep. Got it.
Only have 5 more turns to destroy that one generator. Over in the corner there. I don't know if we can make it. Why is there a giant 6-sided die flying around my battlefield? Oh god, what did it just do?
Oh, that poor pilot. He must not be getting enough oxygen.
Now we're done here.
Oh, we lowered its defense too. Very important.
It's a 9,000 power attack with defense down like it fucking matters.
Why? To preserve the plot.
Pretty much. Because he needs to be in Europe when we go to Europe. So we drop down wherever we drop down, then we went to California base, then we're going to go to Europe, then eventually we're going to go to Jawborough.
Oh yes, they were totally working the other side of an operation from Marcosius Company too.
Yeah, of course they were. We were here too. Don't forget about us.
More ace points for Abram M. Ramzat to spend on nothing. Mega Veneers.
Oh, that's actually useful.
Yes.
+2 move. We don't have much to here besides sell these.
Zaku 3.
Zaku 3, yep.
I
Not
think
produce.
that's everything.
It's the only thing I got.
Any significant number of levels. Check the Gazelle, because we might be able to loop that back, because I'm pretty sure it was a downgrade that we needed to do.
I think we need...
Yeah, we need... Actually,
We need 5.
5. That's right, because it's an upgrade into the Regelgu from the Gazelle. Bizarrely, even though we got the Regelgu way earlier.
No, that's different.
It's not the Regelgu, it's one of the other one, the Arjarja.
It's
There we
the
go.
Georgia.
Yeah. So we still need 4, though, for that? Yeah.
Yes, we still need 4 for that.
Yeah, so 4 into the Arjarja, and then Arjarja into the Game Hulk.
Because the
Yeah, the Gobaldi goes
would be a
into...
new thing. Doesn't go into
Yeah, we
far
also
enough
don't...
into line. to
We,
get back
we also
into
don't
line.
care if the Gobaldi...
No.
Get some Mega Verniers. I will say something that I've realized that's kind of interesting from a technical perspective from playing games like this. So despite the fact that the actual like interface and appearance of things like the save menu are uniform and seem like they would be something system based, they are actually individually coded into each game. Because this one has circle be the select button and X be the cancel button in the save menu even.
Yeah.
Like, you'd think that would be something system side, because it's saving based on the system, but it's actually individually programmed into each game. Do note in that regard that I'm pretty sure different levels of the same line are stackable.
They should, yeah.
So you could technically have something have Verniers and Mega Verniers and Hyper Verniers once you get them.
Sure, why not? Not putting
Mega Verniers on a semi-striker now. Now the Big Zam, on the other hand. There's a suit well known for going super fast. Alright, there we go. We are at our limit for Mega Verniers.
Now we've wasted 300 grand.
It's fine. Right. To Odessa!
Yep.
Woo! We were there! It's like trying to find the one Stormtrooper actor that was in every Star
scene.
Wars scene
Yeah.
but in the background. Totally got like a picture of like a space wolf or something on his shoulder.
And then Garma Zombie died.
Of Ligma.
Ensign, get the shovel.
And the white base shot all over Xeon and left.
Look at that emblem, man.
Now, Midnight Fenrir is a fantastic emblem. Just
Too bad they're fucking horrible people.
they're like super Kool-Aid drinking Xeon.
And he totally said that Midnight Fenrir were the coolest team he ever had the pleasure of working with.
He gave us a vase.
And he wanted to give them babies. And he loved them and said he wished he could be part of Midnight Fenrir.
This is why you shouldn't let people write fan fiction that turn it into a game.
Yep.
Time 3. Hope y'all aren't sick of Garen's speech yet. Gonna hear it at least one more time in this game that I know of.
Sir, crash dive so I don't have to hear the stupid speech. I'm not one to interfere in another man's duty. No, I have this letter from Cecilia Zombie saying, I hate you. I hope you drown in that submarine. I never know how she knows I'm in a submarine right now. No, but I had heard of the Crimson Lightning.
Never met this Shar Aznable you speak of, but I'm sure he's a really awesome dude.
I, for one, am flattered to be mistaken for Char Aznable, who I am not.
Svagar.
Yes, that is the other thing about Zeonic Front, is as the game goes on, more and more people get added to Midnight Fenrir.
Of course. The African front, it blew.
Harsh. But I...
Failed tanks with delusion of grandeur. So this guy's a fan fiction writer and hates gun tanks. Forgot the Hidalfo was from his side.
I mean, in fairness, talking 1 year war era, gun tank hatred is mostly acceptable. Because the only real prominent use of gun tanks is Hayato. Can't fucking hit anything. Hayato, who they may as well just deployed on foot with a rubber band gun for all the effect he had on combat most of the time.
Thwink. I hit my cockpit release!
No, this is a random supply place in the middle of anywhere. There's like a 50% chance it has a pixie.
That is true.
Some variant of the 78 being developed specifically for Amuro.
At this base in the middle of the desert.
It's
with
the
no
Gundam
aim
Enkidu! We're just equipped with no armor and a trident.
Well, yeah, the armor slows it down.
We wanted to
React
see if
speed of a
Amuro
new
would
type,
react
you know.
favorably to a trident. So we built a Gundam for it.
Is it a regular trident or a beam trident?
Both.
Oh.
It's got dual head. One's a regular trident, the other's a
Fantastic.
beam trident.
I don't think. Yeah, so here. 02.
Have wrench Rencheh.
Yeah, Rensa.
Defeat Sakaki.
Sure.
That's it.
Yeah, Rensa
There it
here.
is.
Beef hard slab. Brick ham thrust.
Mom.
Eee.
He does look like a very kind of guy.
Laugh with me, Shaco. Away with you. I am not the weenie. You are the weenie.
So, gems. No.
Gun cannon.
Gun cannon.
Gyms don't quite exist yet at this point. If they are, they're like early types at best. Theoretically, there are probably enough Project V parts around to scrap together a couple more gun cannons.
Of course, around the target area before the enemy is entered. Where's the target?
Right there.
There. Okay.
You have 2, maybe 3 turns.
Take 2 turns to press from here.
Yep. There we go. Surprise, motherfucker!
We missed Tazaku sneaking up behind us. We're bad at our jobs. Big tray. It turns out they were bad at their job. I mean, they deployed a gun cannon.
Combat is kind of a strong term here.
As it turns out, they deployed gun cannons for close combat. Very thing they're not designed for.
Big, McLarge, huge.
Yep. Looks like it's a slightly thicker version of the older McDougal brother from Outlaw Star. Oh, the Black Tri-Star's still around. That's our
Yep.
races.
Yeah, this is just before Odessa.
Yeah.
I mean, like, just before. Like, I think the Battle of Odessa is, like, the day after this. Roll Fizzleby.
Chief, Cloud.
Squat, slap thrust.
Chunk Sohulahan. I don't remember a lot of the names from that MST3K episode. They kind of come hard and fast. Get a lot of mileage out of the inside of the hover truck background.
Yep.
Like, every meeting takes place in the hover truck.
Yep.
Alright, so make sure that tank in particular gets fucked up by grunt slam thrust.
It's strange. The guy who has
Yeah, one of those gun tanks.
well, it's strange that the guy who has a weird, like, always using artillery pieces ends up building the Gundam that's an artillery piece.
Yeah.
You know, that other Gundam that was that
Jaburo. Yeah.
Unfortunately for them, there's probably going to be some bullshit used to fight in this battlefield. Attack from left and right at the same time.
Mines, you say? Charlotte, run out ahead and see if there's mines.
Aye, aye, sir.
Tick, boom! Yeah, we just 3D printed mines.
We're just making shit up as we go along.
Yeah. Bounce Minovsky particles off the main deflector dish. That's the way we do things like we're making shit up as we wish.
saw us, 'cause we're approximately 15 feet away. Guys, I'm confused. The Trojan horses with them?
There's also a Zanzibar class deployed here.
Okay.
And specifically one of those gun tanks is where Sakaki is. I think. No. They were saying something about gun tanks when talking with Sakaki.
Well, he was like back here in like a Type 61. Not currently on the field?
I don't know, because I think Agar was in the Type 61 we were focused on, because when he was talking with Sakaki, he said something to Sakaki about using the gun tank.
He did, but when he was talking, he was always in like one of the
Yeah,
like
I don't
radio
know. It's
background
fucking
things.
weird.
I don't think he's on the field yet.
No.
Just 5 turns for that right now.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Destroy all gun tanks within 5 turns, which is laughably easy.
Yeah. Especially now that we have an extra 2 movement on most of our...
Oh, I mean, a lot of them.
Yeah, not all of them.
We could only get 10 of those.
Right, but that's still 10 units that now have +2 movement at least.
So, yeah, some of them have +3 because we
Yeah,
stacked
because
them
we didn't
to
bother.
amuse ourselves.
Yes. Go straight to the middle. You're gonna stop finding mines.
No promises.
The bigs!
Alright, sir, I am now officially confused.
Big then, mind finder extraordinaire.
Yeah, don't you remember Commander Char Aznable himself told him they were such great units, he wanted to be a part of the Fenrir Corps. He showed up.
I was more laughing at just the fucking movement range on the S Gundam now.
Yes, that is also ridiculous, but...
Don't mind me. Do, 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 do.
So that was 5 turns to get rid of all the gun
There's one
tanks,
left.
right? Yeah, I know. Not
Yes.
for long.
5 turns to get rid of all the gun tanks. sure. Okay, so what's next? I've defeated all your gun tanks.
Agar just takes off his headset, throws it on the console, and walks away.
Yes, that notable historic moment when Big Sam and the S Gundam showed up and wiped out a bunch of mass-produced gun tanks.
We think there might have also been a unicorn gun in there. We can't confirm.
I mean... I'm not justifying Rentz's actions, but he does kind of have a point. Like, oh, so it's okay to blow up like 3 at a time when you destroy a Type 61, but 1 at a time is somehow foul? Like, I'm sorry, Leroy, did you think you were not killing people?
Oh no. I assume this counts as him beating?
Yes, that it is again. It seems like just do the special challenge. Because Sakaki is dead.
The downside of doing ridiculous rush like that is you need to get units down there to absorb hits so they don't just
Yeah, annihilate
collapse
him.
on him.
Don't worry, Amuro Ray will save the day for Midnight Fenrir.
Does anyone have any idea what's going on anymore?
So the simulation is breaking down. No, keep them in there a little longer.
I got for you.
No.
Oh, those are weak.
It's actually boxed in by the...
Oh, it is.
Can't move through enemy units.
Boxed in by the mites!
Oh no, that like 4,000.
Yeah, that's why I was worried about it.
Big Zam should be able to move now.
Yes. Think of anything particular we were turning this into?
No, I mean, it was pretty much done. The Comfort is kind of the end of the line that goes through like the Goofs and the Freets and all that.
Yeah.
There's really nothing past it.
Oh, I should leave that other unit alive.
That's fine. That should have capture stuff on it, I think. Pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Small blip of money.
Oh, that can also end up going to the.
Yeah, it can also go into the game all, but there's other stuff it can go into, and we already have the. Yeah, the Cabrera Tetra is mostly done, unless
Yeah.
we want to slip it through Rick Diaz.
And we'll drop it into Rick Diaz red color just to unlock it.
Yeah.
Because we have both of those already. Gundam Mark IV. Get out of my way. Change. Did they just deploy a giant flying die that tackled mines?
Commander, I don't think I understand this war anymore.
I don't think any of us understand this war.
Go Delta Gundam. It's a beam assault rifle.
Yep.
If there's any more mines left. Up there? No. There.
Nope.
Everyone's getting down here. Okay, another thing I'm actually worried about. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, should be
Also,
fine.
thankfully, they're moving up to using the
The pop
the pop
cannons rather than
missiles,
the
not
actual,
cannons.
Yeah. Yeah, should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, golden. Now you do this on every unit on the field.
Pretty much. So let's see this Alice.
Yeah.
What do you do with the Alice System S Gundam? Yeah, just fire all the guns.
Fire all the not beams. Oh. The new beams there. Yeah, like you can see the income in its head. It just doesn't.
Yeah, it just doesn't use it as
Use it.
anything.
What were we doing with the Delta or Gundam Delta guy?
I don't know that there's anything actually to develop it into. I think that might be the end of its path as well. Yeah,
yeah.
we've already done everything off of it, so it's pretty much done.
Capture? Yeah. Leave. Back weapon system?
Yeah, we could. Or we could do the Rizal. Either one, really.
It looks like the back weapon system will do the Rizal.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Granted, that will also do the back weapon system. But this also has other things it can go into, so.
Yeah. So we'll do BWS into the Rizal, into
Yeah.
other stuff off of the Rizal.
You'll continue downgrading. You're good.
Yeah, we're actually sending into the Mark V.
That's Bork Cry.
Hmm?
Who's the Mark V?
Brave God.
Oh, Brave God, that's what it was. Remember, what silly named person was this one?
Yeah, no, Bork Cry is the other Pixie pilot?
You're a dead end, effectively.
Yeah, basically.
You're a near equivalent to the full armor. I think the full armor is technically slightly better, but close enough.
Basically.
The full armor is a deadline.
Yeah, the Gazelle actually needs levels. The Kempfer is effectively dead.
Oh, you have things.
Yep. Yeah, the TR1 definitely has a bunch of other stuff to go into.
This is the semi-struck. I'm not gonna get near anything.
Yeah.
Actually, because I'm not gonna bother running all that stuff down. So
Pretty much done,
You're an
really.
outline.
Yeah.
oh no. I'm surprised. Honestly, surprised they haven't moved up.
I think they're doing the weird aggro range thing. Get S Gundam in there because it needs levels still.
Yes, that's going to be 4 for the XS. I'm pretty sure. Actually, not sure if that's what the XS or not.
I think that is. I'm pretty sure because 3 is usually not an upgrade, and the XS definitely is an upgrade.
That's true. Let's see. Deep check. Zip these up. You are way out of your league.
You go to hell! You go to hell and you die!
Did survive though.
Yep.
More credit than I was going to give him.
Okay, that's all we really needed on the Delta.
Yep. Yeah. Oh,
Over to the Bethis. I mean, it's technically accurate developmentally.
can't get a press turn off this anyways. So then,
Out of energy.
yeah.
I mean, it's fine. Nothing's going to hit him, but
Everyone stay put and fire at Shar.
oh, hey, look, more pocket change.
Yeah.
Yep.
Three or four for this
I
thing.
think it needed 4. Yeah, 4 for the Arjaja.
Oh, the gas gun.
Yeah, he does not have a recharge on him.
Do you have an energy charge on?
Nope.
Nope. Alright, full boost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, does not
So it
allow
will
to
not
stack.
Attack burst though, just for amusement. Yeah, so it won't strike. It won't stack any similar debuffs. Go for that overkill. You need 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need 5. Make exam mass production. Do you capture? Yeah. Supercharged.
Restore energy to a bunch of units that aren't going to act again.
Yep. Let's finish this.
Earthquake! Oh no!
I'm leaving.
I'm forever grateful to the Midnight Fenrir squad for defending my escape. I, Makuve, love the Midnight Fenrir.
I realize that war is crap. War. War never shits its pants. Stage clear.
Coronado. Pulling his own weight.
You're a big Zan.
All right. Well, that is going to do it for us for another Sunday afternoon stream. Thank you all again for joining us. I have been Bog Rider Josh.
I've been Shiv.
And I've been the Krampus.
So please join us again Tuesday, maybe?
Presumably.
Doing Tuesday?
Presumably, yeah.
Okay. Tuesday for more Three Houses. Next Saturday for more idiocy. And next Sunday for more Gundam. Have a good one, everyone.
Yeah, bye everyone.